used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired running out.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to hell and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Colts at 12-2 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, Tannehill. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That ball caught by Campbell. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll be out right at the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And they'll work this down inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, Taylor now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Tannehill. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, it's Michel. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Michel running up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this returnable for Hines. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tannehill on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Let's go.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Quick. Tight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Able to find his man, Woods. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. Their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to Taylor on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. This pass caught. It's Woods.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got his man. It's Pierce. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From his own end zone, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Trucks over it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. This out quickly to Williams. So nothing doing there, and it's second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Eckler now between the tackles. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30, 10, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Second and 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the option, here's Eckler. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Up the middle with Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once more, here's Eckler. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away. They snap it to Herbert.
And now here's another interception. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense. And they've done exactly